this balance challenge going then? We finally arrived at the final week, and this balance this week is going to be a balance from hands and knees, and it's a modification on a half moon pose. So it's quite spacious. Personally, I think it's a lovely balance to do, but I'm aware that for some people it's quite a tricky one, so it's worth practicing. So I've got a couple of tips and modifications to make it accessible, but let's give it a go. So I'll do a demo. So as I said, it's from kneeling, and I'm going to show you the modifications first. So if we come to kneeling on hands and knees, wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, and I'm going to step my right foot back onto a conveniently placed chair. So fed that right foot back, and notice that the leg is pretty much in the same plane as the rest of the spine, so an extension basically of the spine. So there's a long line from my foot all the way up the leg, up the spine, up to the crown of the head. I've got my left hand planted on the floor, I've got my left knee planted on the floor, and I'm going to look at the floor to start with so that I can gradually take my left hand away from the ground. I'm taking some weight into my right leg to help me feel secure, but I've applied my core muscles, pelvic floor and tummy muscles. I'm going to slide my right elbow up into the air, release the arm up into the air so I can look up at those fingertips, and my core is working, my breath is steady, my foot is actually resting on the chair, and this feels like a half moon modified balance pose here. And I'm going to lower my arm down when I'm ready to come out and take my knee back to the ground. So that gives you a real feel for the pose. And after a few attempts at that, I can give the pose itself a go. So this time I'm going to reach my foot back, apply those core muscles, get them switched on, lift the leg away from the ground, so I'm really actively stretching back. And then I can try bringing that elbow up in the air, release the arm up, and notice I'm looking at the floor. So that helps stabilise, looking at something that's not going to move. And then when I feel brave enough to, I can look up at that hand in the air, reaching up, stretching back. When I tire, I come back down to the ground. So another way you could do this, and I'm just going to come around to the other side so I work both sides. I could try planting my right hand, stepping my left foot back. I've got my left knee on the ground. It may be I want to raise the arm first, still looking at the floor, still checking my core is on, the breath is flowing, and then lift the leg after. So different people like to try this in different ways. Some people find more success doing it this way, lifting the leg second. Some people prefer to lift the leg first. Remember, steady breaths. And remember, don't go all out to hold the pose for as long as you can first time. Go in and out, play with it, see how you enjoy it, and then start measuring the time that you're in it. And remember, a great way to measure it is with the number of breaths you spend in that pose. But maybe for you, it's more convenient to use a clock. But whatever you do, enjoy. Thanks for taking part in this challenge, and I'd love to hear how you get on.